I cut the check, I cut the check, I cut the check. Tell my niggas we up next, so we up next. She shot a text, she shot a text, she shot a text. Kill the I might put the different day, put a nigga on that same shit. I've been ballin' with my niggas, Kevin Cambridge. Oh, you drippy, but you better tuck your chain quick.
What's good, y'all? We back again. We here with a little short video just to talk about the trade that happened yesterday. I wanted to talk about this video because, of course, all my Cavs videos just go up. So let's get right into it to talk about this trade, this Lauri Markkanen trade that happened yesterday. Before we get into the trade, I want to talk about this because going into this off season, literally this whole past year, as far as the Cavs, I used to talk to. Well, I still do. I talk to this Instagram page. This Cavs fan page on Instagram, and we was always talking about like, bro, we need to get a 4, and the 4s we was talking about was like Pascal Siakam, John Collins, Marvin Bagley, Lauri Markkanen. We were talking about the last 3 because they were free agents, and we was like, I think we have the pieces to go get Pascal. We was talking about this for the longest time, and for us to actually do it, I was kind of happy when I first seen the trade yesterday, bro. Lauri Markkanen was a player out of those 3 players that I named. He was probably the first player I wanted because I think Lauri Markkanen could be a dog. He need to be in a system that's going to use him a little bit more. And I'm happy that he left the Bulls because they weren't going to use him at all. You got DeMar, you got Levine. I said Lauri. Levine. You got Vucevic. Lonzo's going to get a bigger role, and especially Kobe White off the bench. Now he's going to be playing his role, his 6-man role. Kobe White might fuck around winning 6-man of the year next year. So I didn't want him to be on that team, and then you look at this team, bro. I feel like he got so much opportunity on this team. He's gonna have to step behind Colin Sexton and Darius Garland, but other than that, that's it. He's gonna be our 3rd scorer, and I'm not mad at it. But them looking further into the deal, losing Larry Nance was a hard thing. But let's just get into the trade. So it was a 3-team trade. Lauri Markkanen gets traded to the Cavs and also signs a 4-year, $67 million deal. Derrick Jones Jr. gets traded to the Bulls, and they get a 1st-round pick from somebody. I think it's from us. So the Bulls get a 1st-round pick back after losing their pick this year. And then we trade Larry Nance to the Portland Trailblazers, which is perfect. I'll talk about that later. But I understood why we traded Larry Nance. A lot of people was like, why didn't we just trade Kevin Love? They could not take on a $30 million contract on the Portland Trailblazers. Dame's making max money. CJ's making close to max money, 28. I think Nurkic is damn near making 18. Robert Covington making 15. If I'm sure, I think he's making 15. So they could not take on $30 million. I'm surprised they were even to take on Larry Nance's contract. And then you just got what's his name? Norman Powell, who just signed a contract. So they got so much money over there for them to take on that contract. That's crazy. But, yeah, we couldn't trade Kevin Love. It sucks that we had to trade Larry Nance because he was definitely the heart and soul of the team. But for the Cavs, bro, matter of fact, I'm going to talk about the other teams first. For the Bulls, you get Derrick Jones Jr., who's going to be coming in right away and be an impactful player to this team. A lob threat for Lonzo, a cutter, defender. He's going to be really decent with this team. And I feel like he fits that Chicago play style. I feel like he'll be really good over there. He'll kind of flourish over there. And then for the Portland Trailblazers, bro, Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, they have been players that praised Draymond Green for the longest time because they know if they had Draymond Green, he can possibly take them to that next level that he's doing with this Warriors team. I'm not saying that Draymond Green is the main reason why the Warriors have been what they are. But Draymond Green is a big part that people don't really talk about a lot. And CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard know that. They've been talking about that for years, bro. Especially after he dogged them in 2018 in the Western Conference Finals, bro. Go back and watch that series. I probably say this every time I talk about Draymond. Draymond Green was the best player in that series. Go back and watch that series. Even though Steph Curry averaged like 30-something, he was dogging them too. Draymond Green on both sides of the ball was just elite. So for them to say they wanted Draymond, they didn't say it, but they kept talking about Draymond, bro. If you go up and you look up on Google, bro, it's plenty of times both of them have talked about Draymond and his impact to basketball and shit. So for them to get Larry Nance is just like getting Draymond Green. Larry Nance Jr. is just like Draymond, bro. They play just alike. Larry Nance is just a better shooter. And that's it, bro. They're both really good playmakers. I would say Draymond Green is a way better playmaker. They're both heart and souls of their team. They're both veteran leaders of their teams. And they're both just winning basketball players. The only difference between them is Larry Nance is just a way better shooter. He's more comfortable shooting and shit. But other than that, bro, they are the same basketball player. And Larry Nance is going to go to the Portland Trailblazers and flourish, bro. They're going to flourish with Larry Nance, bro. Larry Nance is going to help them out so much. I'm talking about pick and rolls, pick and pops. On defense, he's damn near elite. He showed that last year. It sucks that he got hurt so many times last year. But in the beginning of last year, he was elite on defense. He was literally the main reason. Him and Andre Drummond were the main reasons why we were the number 2 defense starting off the year. So, it sucks that we lost Larry, but I'm happy to see him winning. You see all these Cavs fans, they were mad that it happened. And it sucks because he kind of did fit our scheme, like where we were going, because he is kind of young. I think he's like 27. He's not even that old. But Larry Nance is getting to that point in his career where he needs to win basketball. He needs to be playing winning basketball. Like Kevin Love just said, the Cavs are not in the best position to play winning basketball. We might make a play-in, but we not really on shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we not no playoff, like dead set playoff team. We probably got a couple more years until we're in that realm. So, I feel like the type of player Larry Nance is, he needed to go play winning basketball. And I'm excited to see him play on that team. That starting lineup, again, is going to be looking really good for Damian Lillard. So, if he can't carry that team to something else, I know the West is deep. But a lineup of Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Robert Covington, and Larry Nance and Yusuf Nurkic, that is a nasty lineup, bro. That is a nasty lineup. And if Dame wants to be a superstar, that a lot of people give him that label, even though I kind of gave him that label in my video the other day, he got to do something with that team because that's a good team. I'm taking that team over the Nuggets, over the teams that I just said the other day that I wouldn't take them over. I'm taking them over now because Larry Nance is just that impactful, and he's just that perfect player that needed to be added to the team. So I would take them over a lot of teams. Mavericks, if Jamal Murray come back and he on his shit, then I'm not taking him over the Nuggets. But Mavericks, Jazz, damn near the Clippers, because Kawhi is definitely not going to be back for most of the year. Just to say, like, this Portland team should be really good, bro. They should be really good. Dame, you gotta show up, boy. You gotta show up, bro. You gotta take these teams at least back to the Western Conference Finals, because y'all, that's a good ass team. You got Norman Powell off the bench, Greg Brown Jr. That's not really big. Anthony Simons off the bench. Not sure. We got a little young bench. Y'all need more veteran help off that bench, but still, that's crazy. But then to go to the Cavs, man, that trade for Lauri Martin told me Lauri Martin. The fuck is oh shit, my fault. What is wrong with me? That trade for Lauri Markkanen showed me a lot of things, bro, that I don't feel like nobody talking about. We just paid Lauri Markkanen $16 million a year, which is not bad. That's a comfortable contract for him. But when you look at it, bro, one thing that showed me is I think Colin Sexton's time in the Cavaliers jersey is almost up. The amount of teams the amount of players they gotta pay. We just paid Lauri 16. I think Jared just got close to 20. Darius Garland, I'm telling you, the year he's about to have, he's getting that max contract extension next year. Isaac Okoro is a dog that just, the way he keeps progressing, he's gonna get his money. Evan Mobley, if he's as good as everybody think he is, he's definitely going to get his money. Where is the room where Colin Sexton is going to get his little $22 to $25 million? I don't think there is no room. So I think if Colin Sexton is balling out this whole year, the Cavs are going to get a lot of calls. And I don't think Colin Sexton makes it through the year with the Cavs, which I'm hoping, because I'm tired of seeing him lose too. I'm hoping, but still, yeah, that told me a lot, bro. That told me that Colin Sexton might be gone. And then number 2, the second thing that told me, you just drafted Evan Mobley. You just re-signed Jared Allen. What that told me is you guys are not so sold on that front court with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, which is something that should be talked about a lot more, because I'm not so sold on it. The thing is, Evan Mobley is the center at heart. He's going to have to make that transition to the 4. But what the Cavs want is they want to make the play-in. They want to fight for that AFC. They might not have time for him to transfer into that fourth position. to the power forward. They might not have time for that. They might rush the process a little bit. So I feel like they signed Lauri Markkanen just for a backup plan like this. Yeah, this shit not working. All right, because that Jared Allen contract is kind of easy to trade. He's gonna pay a lot, but Jared Allen is a decent player. And he's a young player. So that Jared Allen contract is easy to trade. He will be the first one to be traded if that front court doesn't work out. So that's another thing that told me, and I agree with that part. I definitely do, bro. Because I don't know about that front court. I don't know. And then to wrap this all up, I want to talk about this news that not Kevin Love, but his agents just dropped and other sources and shit. So it said Kevin Love he does not want to buy out. He's not even entertaining that shit at all. He doesn't want it at all, which is nothing wrong with that. But then to hear another source say Kevin Love wish it was him that was traded to the Portland Trailblazers, which is something that should have happened years ago. But he wished it was him that was traded to the Portland. Kevin Love said he wished it was him that was traded to the Portland Trailblazers, not Larry Nance, because he knows the Cavs are not in a winning situation. My whole thing with that, and my reason why I don't like that comment at all, is if you wanted to be in a winning situation, you would do what Blake Griffin did. Blake Griffin last year, he wanted to be in a winning situation. He didn't want to be in Detroit no more. Kevin Love's been saying this for years. He don't want to be in Cleveland no more. Oh, all right, give us $15 million in your contract. Give us half of the money left in your contract, like Blake Griffin did. Blake Griffin gave the Pistons $13 million, and then they bought the rest of it. Give us that, because he don't want to do that. He don't want to. He just want to stay out these last 2 years of his contract, make $60 more million, not doing nothing. He's probably gonna play like 30 games in 2 seasons. He just want to do that. He don't want to win. I don't want to hear that shit that you saying you want to be in a winning situation. If you want to do that, all right, give us the money, bro. Give us the money, because we need it. We need to go out here and make more moves. We try to make the play in, like I've been saying. So I don't want to hear that shit that he wants to be in a winning situation. I don't want to hear it. And this is nothing to Kevin Love. This could all be rumors. And if it's rumors, I don't care. But Kevin Love has been a player that's just never wanted to be in Cleveland. Well, after LeBron left, he just never wanted to be in Cleveland. So if you don't want to be in Cleveland, go to your office and ask for a buyout, and we will give us some of the money. If you want to be in a winning situation that bad. That's all I want to say. But other than that, man, that's it for this video. I'm about to go take a shower. I just got back from work. Like and subscribe. Other than that, that's